Hello there everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today's episode of Throwback Thursdays is of course going to be about Slaughterhouse, so let's jump right into it. Slaughterhouse is a top 2 extreme demon that has a lot of history, dating back to 1.9 where impossible levels were at their peak popularity. Of course in the background you're currently seeing the old version of Slaughterhouse, before Ice Cave decided to revamp it and give it a better end to the Slaughterhouse legacy, as he wasn't happy with the original version. The original version was, as you can see, just straight up impossible. Not much of the gameplay was probably even meant to be played in the first place, as of course it was advertised to be impossible. Speaking of advertising, you should subscribe to the channel! Before the version we know today was created and released, there were lots of different layouts attempting to remake Slaughterhouse into a much better level like it is today, but all of those failed due to not hitting the sweet spot, I guess you could say. But with all that said, the current version of Slaughterhouse is a masterpiece, so it was definitely worth the time it took. I love this level to bits. It's by far the best level we've had for a top 1 since Bloodlust, as it does exactly what it should do as a top 1. Well, actually, it's number 2, you idiot. Acheron is the top 1 right now. Shut up, okay? I didn't ask, bro. I don't care if Acheron exists. I'm talking about when Slaughterhouse was actually number 1. Anyway, now to describe why I actually love the level, you know? So from 0 to 25 it has a very calm tone with not much going on. However, you can tell just by the song alone that it's building up to be something absolutely insane. And then we get to the drop, which straight away has a ridiculously tight 4x wave, ending in a 3x mini wave click consistency part, which is insanely satisfying to watch. It's especially fun to pull off if you have the skill required. Following this, you have a ship primarily based on straight fly, which is, believe it or not, also extremely tight. In between the straight flies there are some really hard orb timings, not even to mention the infamous 43 gap. For once in Slaughterhouse history, you are now given a break. Oh, did you think it was going to be long? Nope, it's only 5 clicks. Now this gives you just enough time to prepare for what is definitely one of the most brutally hard wave parts in a rated level at the moment, being River's wave. The wave is full of not only just awkward click patterns, but gaps equivalent to levels on the challenge list as well, which if you know challenges as well as I do, it's outrageous how tight they are. I'm not really sure how, but I actually managed to do this wave on 2 different occasions. I'll show you the first time I did it. I've only beaten it once, yeah. He's only beaten it once, guys. Oh my fucking god, I flew the UFO! What? Yeah, as you can tell, I was in slight shock of not only doing the wave for the first time, of course, but also passing the part after, which is really inconsistent a lot of the time. Dude, the more I think about this, imagine if I just randomly flew to like 80, that would have been so stupid. As you can tell, after River, there's a very hard UFO, with a very precise setup, so if you mess up one click very slightly, you're donezo, gone, dead, deceased, never to be seen again. Once you've passed the UFO, you have the easiest wave in the level ahead of you. Well, one that isn't a singular click. Which is also by no means easy, of course, because why the hell would you deserve a break or need one in a level like this, you know? Just what would be the point? You then have another straight fly, which has some really goofy structuring, to say the least. At this point, if you're the one playing, it's really starting to settle in that you're getting to the end game of the level now. As usual, the wave is outrageously difficult, as it's full of weird click patterns and so on. Once you get to 89%, you reach the final stretch, with a very slightly upwards curvy flying section, followed by a simultaneously intense and calming key part to finally finish off the level. I genuinely cannot put it into words how perfectly this depicts the hardest demon. Not only is the atmosphere of the level really chaotic, but the decoration looks stunning, and to top it all off, the gameplay is really fun and ridiculously satisfying to pull off at that. This is why I wholeheartedly believe this will be the best top 1 the game will ever see. Bloodlust is the closest thing we have to Slaughterhouse in this regard, and it's still unbelievably one-sided. Bloodlust was just never that intimidating in comparison. I haven't done this before, but let's add some fun trivia to the end of this before I put it on the tier list. So, of course, the first one is that this is the hardest level to use a Not a Newground song. Upon being rated, it was at one point an easy demon due to botting. And finally, this level is part of a community-made trilogy called the Ask Trilogy, containing Acheron, of course Slaughterhouse, and Kyuki. Now we've finished talking about the level, let's put it on the tier list. I would do this really long speech of, oh, I'm not sure where to put it, but this is the first time I'm 100,000% sure that I can put it in the best. That's all you need to know. I love Slaughterhouse so much, dude. And now we've put it on the tier list, here's the showcase of the level. So that's the end of the video, I guess. Slaughterhouse is an awesome level. I'm glad I got to share my opinions with you guys today. I'm really surprised about this, but I actually made this video in like one day, which is completely new for me. I won't ramble on for too long though. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to leave suggestions for any levels you'd like me to cover in the future. But yeah, I'll speak to you guys all next time. Peace out, everybody. Have an awesome day.